guys, Brandon here from Rogue Fabrication. We're over here at Vice Grip Garage, and we're going to be helping him make this cool tube front bumper for his new burnout machine, and we'll show you how to do it.
Make sure to stick around. Brandon whipped this out quick and easy, DIY stuff, completely bottled my mind, and it looks awesome.
The front bumper was non-existent when we showed up, so we had to recreate the mounting points because they were all smashed up. Once we did this, we realized that we didn't have enough to go on to create a front bumper. So we had to rivet in a few panels, primarily the one above the hood, and get the driver fender on. To get the driver fender on, we cut up some square tube and welded it to the chassis and put a few rivets in it and got a few rivets in that top piece, and then we were able to grab the hood, which was severely flattened by sitting on a trailer with all the other body panels, and we had to do our best to put some contour back into these pieces and hold them in place and get some measurements. Once we got those measurements, we started playing with them on a piece of cardboard. And once we kind of guessed the shape of what that front bumper was going to need to be, because it was so flattened, I decided to transfer it to the floor in actual scale. This is a good method to do to just double check all of your work. You can even use the dies, your bending dies, to draw the radiuses on the floor. Once we did that and we figured it out and decided that we were going to go for it, we decided to clean all of our clamp blocks and our tubing to minimize clamp block slippage. And we put all 4 clamp blocks on at the same time in all of their points for bending to make sure that the whole bumper and all 4 bends were in the same plane. We started bending the center of the bumper first and worked our way to the outer ends. This worked out pretty well for us. Once we got the first part of the front bumper on, it was time to start working on the second part of the front bumper, which was the upper half. This part was a little bit more tricky because we really couldn't figure out exactly where it was supposed to go. And then once we got that in, we started putting in some more of that square tube for riveting in the body panels. This one that you see me bending is the one for the top of the front bumper. Once we got it all in place, we realized that the radiator wouldn't fit, so we tacked all those bars together with some temporary bars and cut the supports out and moved them out about 2 inches on both sides and retacked them all in place. This gave us plenty of room to get the radiator in. Once everything was dialed in and retacked in, we decided to take off those temporary supports and do one final mock-up of the front bumper to make sure everything was right.
the project's coming along great. Brandon's got the front pretty well buttoned up here. We just got to come back and permanently weld everything. Everything was just tacked in to make sure that if we had to make any adjustments, we could make them easily. And we did have to make one, which was for my radiator. You can see where the old mounts used to be here. We had to cut all those spot welds, widen this up a little bit, and we put everything back together. He made a nice little jig that you guys saw to keep all the geometries the same here for the front nose cone. But this is looking great. Now we're gonna turn our attention to the rear of the truck. Being a burnout vehicle, basically all the inertia and movement is in the rear when you're doing cookies, right? The front kind of sits still. This is gonna be plenty for bumping into the wall or whatever else we're gonna do. But the big impacts are in the back. So let's go back here and we'll talk about an idea I have, and we're gonna see if Brandon can pull it off. So this truck is actually set on a G-body chassis, which is a late model A-body frame, basically, right? So the wheelbase is kind of goofy. The wheel and axle is set way up here, but we have all of this room back here, which is for our truck bed. Now, normally if you go to like a G-body, Cutlass, Regal, whatever it may be, the trunk would have been like right here-ish. So we have all this extra space back here swinging around. Now I've done a lot of burnout competitions, but they've been in a Chevelle, which is an A-body. So I'm not used to this extra couple feet kind of hanging off the back end, right? Well, when you're swinging around in the pit, you're focusing on gauges and RPM and temperature and oil pressure, and you're looking at the lights in the sky and trying to figure out where in the world you're at in the burnout pit. The last thing I'm thinking about is, am I gonna bump this off the wall? I do that a lot, actually. Well, the problem is with this particular truck, yeah, that's not, there's no support whatsoever. This is plastic, this is fiberglass. I'm doing that as Brandon's trying to measure over there. So what we're gonna do is try to create a bumper out here of sorts that's gonna come out of the body, come out here like this, and wrap around this plastic and give me some support here and rigidity, so when I swing this around and hit that wall, I'm saving the body, because man alive, it's already expensive enough. If I have to keep replacing bodies every competition, it's gonna get very, very expensive. So I kind of just had verbal ideas. Brandon's over there sketching everything out, making measurements, and trying to put it to paper. This is gonna be a lot of fun, but he's gonna try to make something here so we can watch him do that now. It's gonna be cool.
Okay guys, we're working on the back bash bar here. We're putting in these little stub outs. We're putting a flange plate here so it's removable. We made these little bars that go up here and gusset in. And we're gonna cut them to length and put another flange plate on so it's fully removable. Alright, so we're bolting on the other side of the flange plates. So when we weld these other tubes in, they line up perfectly. And it also is going to give us some cut length here in a second. Alright, so now that we got the plate on here, we're mocking up the tube, and we're just going to make our cut line right here. Just mark it, and then we'll go cut it, and then it should fit perfectly. been a long 2 days, but I think we knocked out everything you wanted to.
Yeah, it's a late night, actually technically early morning, but these guys killed it. We've got entire front hardware in, plus we did a back bumper. This is gonna be plenty of protection for me, swinging around, doing the burnouts and stuff like that. I learned a lot, these guys with layout and just basic principles of design and everything like that. It was a good day, very good day. Actually 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days, 2 hard days.
Yeah. So big thank you, these guys killed it. It was awesome, ton of fun.